Hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Diamond Luke was close again on the weekend. He was really good. He only just narrowly got beaten, but it was a real heavy track there the other day, so it just goes to show he's going to get through the wet. And coming into the sort of the winter, you can just imagine him running in a lot of those 2,400 metre staying races, and hopefully we can get into a half decent level of racing, you know. But I thought he was brave, and he'll go back there at back to the same track and distance again next weekend, and you'd think he'd be hard to beat. Yeah, runners this week, we're going to be doing quite a few miles this week, but we'll see how we go. Little Azoia, she'll kick off her race career at Kyneton on Saturday. She's been bloody ready to race for a little while, this filly, and a couple of little things had a little hiccups, but she seems pretty good. I just worked her up here this morning, and I thought her work was nice and strong, and she sort of smokes through the line, so she's all ready to go to the races. Probably going to be a mile and a quarter sort of filly, and so kicking her off in a 1,200 metre race. She just, at trials, she sort of jumped out and was really aggressive, and then sort of didn't finish off. So we've done a fair bit of work to get her to settle. I'll run her in a 1,200 metre race, but hopefully they're just too fast for her, and they'll sort of run along and she can sort of get back, then work home. Then we'll step her up to 1,400 or 1,500 next start. Little horse called Tango's Jewel. Got her in a couple of spots. She's just a fair bit way down in the pecking order as far as in the ballot. I've also got her in the same race as Azoia, and I've also got her in at Echuca on Sunday. So she'll go to either one of them. Seems to be going okay. I'm just going to toss up this morning whether we put blinkers on her at the races or not. The last couple of gallops she's had blinkers on, and I thought she's worked up pretty good with them. So, but she'll go to either Kyneton or Echuca. Also at Kyneton, I've got Deploy and Destroy in the similar sort of scenario. He's a long way down the ballot, but he's also in at Kyneton and Echuca. That'll be Saturday or Sunday, both 1,400 metre races. He's had a really nice freshen up since he worked the other day, since he raced the other last start. And I've galloped him up with horses like Little Miss Gutser and those sort of horses, and he's really competitive with her. So I've no doubt he'll run a good race, but yeah, you wouldn't want to be playing cards with that horse, would you? What else we got? Really nice little filly called Phoenix Affair. She'll go round on Sunday at Echuca, little 1,100 metre sprint race. She's really interesting horse. When you gallop her here at the farm, she doesn't break any track records, but when you jump her out of the gate, she's absolute rocket. So she's just one of those horses that she's a real race day horse. So really keen to sort of get her to the races. Taking her up to Echuca with there's a nice big long run to the first corner. She's a little bit I wouldn't say erratic, but she sort of goes really hard. So we just want her to sort of jump out and have plenty of time to sort of find her feet, and then she'll be hitting the line really hard, so really keen to sort of see where she's at. Ran Super Socks the other day up at Swan Hill, and she just jumped out and went way too hard, and was about 3 in front coming around the corner, and the last 50 metres was really poor. So we're just going to I'll put her on the quick backup, and I might even do a bit of work with her through the week, just to try and maybe get the edge off her, just to get her to relax. As soon as she relaxes for the first half of the race, she'll be really hard to beat in her races, but at the moment she's just going too hard, and she's sort of leaving nothing left late. And she had 2 starts this time in now, and both jockeys have said the same thing, that if she actually relaxes for the first bit of a race, she's going to win plenty of races. So that'll be Super Socks, and I've got her in up at Donald on Monday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a horse called Azoia. She's sort of been ready to go for a while now. We just had a couple of hiccups with her, but no, she's ready to go now, and she'll go to Kyneton on Saturday. She's a horse that in her trial she sort of really grabs the bridle and wants to get running, so we're just going to have to run her over, and probably a bit shorter than what we'd like, just to allow her to relax and then finish off. We sort of run her over a 1,400 metre race, so I'd imagine she'd just go too hard and over race, and yeah, her race would be all upside down. So they'll run her off her legs at Kyneton on Saturday, but hopefully sort of the last couple of 100 metres she's hitting the line really strongly, and she can go up in trip to a more suitable distance. I think she's sort of that mile, sort of 2,000 metre horse. So she's pretty highly strung sort of filly. So she sort of the more racing she does, the better. But I look forward to getting her the races on Saturday for a sort of a new bunch of owners. So no, it'll be good. So yeah, all the roads lead to Kyneton on Saturday with Azoia.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Pretty busy week this week. Hopefully a couple of these horses will go really well. A couple of first starters, a couple of little maideners. Also going to go to the trials on Monday. I've got quite a few fillies, a couple of 2-year-olds. Actually these two here, a couple of little 2-year-olds having their first trial. So hopefully these will all trial up pretty good. Yeah, this is El Sordo and Just Bolts, having a little bit of even time this morning. Also I'll take another couple of 2-year-olds up to Camperdown on Monday as well. Next Saturday, you can see sort of absolute beautiful morning here this morning. So next Saturday morning, the Thoroughbred Club of Geelong are going to have a bit of a breakfast up here, going to come watch a couple of horses and a couple of gallops. So if you're a member of the Thoroughbred Club of Geelong, contact Rob Windmill and you can come up here next Saturday morning and watch a few gallops and have a bit of a bacon and egg roll or something like that. And just something a bit different before the weather starts going a bit cold. Till next week, see you later. Yeah, good week, good, really good. Let's start again. That's a blooper straight off. That's terrible, isn't it?
Well, in typical Big Jobs fashion, I didn't deliver. No, that doesn't start well.